Okay, we are going to draw for basket number 1 to get the show on the road. So, basket number 1, we're going to draw for basket number 1, and we're going to get more tickets for the other 6 baskets. Please don't be discouraged. We have 6 other baskets, so I think more tickets are on the way. We're going to draw from this one. I'm going to get Vanessa to give it a little shake here, and I think I might get Isabel to pick one out. In a second, we'll just give it a little shake here. While we're waiting, I do want to make an announcement because we have some new people that just arrived. Just a reminder that this event is a celebration of Black art, poetry, theater, spoken word performances, everything. And we do not restrict in people's talents, so there may be explicit content, including mature subject matter in coarse language. I just want to put that out there.
Hi there. This is Brianna Wright.
All right, Isabella's going to pick one out. Basket number 1 goes to Karen Riggs. Karen Riggs. Hi, Karen. Okay, come claim your basket. There you are. Enjoy, okay? All right, no problem. So now, welcome to the stage, Nicole Johnson and Tara Elton.
Hi, y'all. Thank you again to Leah for inviting us to be a part of this. Thank you everyone who could make it out. Very beautiful, familiar faces in the crowd. And also a big hats off to the previous artists. You guys, phenomenal. I was very blessed and inspired. For those that don't know who I am, I write musicals. So I've written about 3 or 4 previous to this. This is a new musical that will be on stage probably in a year or 2. And to my right is my colleague and above all family that I drag into everything, and Miss Nicole Johnson. And I'll let her introduce herself as well.
As she said, we are family, and it's a delight to work alongside Tara. She is a creative, she's a brilliant mind, and I'm very proud of her. I'm getting into, because of her, playwriting, and I've done some acting. So it's really exciting to be, we've always been creative since we were children. Yeah. And so now we're walking into that and bringing a lot of the young people, and not just young people, but any folks from the community to start telling and sharing their stories. So this is based on fiction and nonfiction, and I'll give it back to Jane.
All right. So just to build up what we're going to be reading, because we just start reading it won't make too much sense. As the great Dr. Barton said, I had a dream. And so a lot of the times when I get into creative mode, the spirit does impart a lot of visions and dreams. Literally, I dream, and I'm sure some of you creators out there could probably relate to this, that I dream like in full color, I can hear sounds, I can talk to people, I can read time, everything just like we're sitting here. And so that's when I know that the spirit is saying, okay, so this either is turning into a play or it needs to be somewhere and shared. My grandmother once said to me, I hope you don't think your art is for you. I hope you don't think that. It's to relate to somebody, right? That's what you do your art for. Also for therapy and all that kind of thing to enjoy. But your art is to be shared and to connect with others. And so this particular one is called Soul Ties, and that's soul as in your soul hyphen ties. And so basically what the dream was I have a family member who no longer lives in Nova Scotia. And I'm sorry to bring it down a little bit more. This is a little bit somber. The scene is not too bad. It empowers afterwards. But I have a family member who went through someone that harmed them and then they could no longer stay in the province because of the whole situation, and they had to leave. And so if I want to visit, like that's one of my very close family members, so I want to visit them, I got to fly away, just because of what somebody else did to them. And so what I also have been always afraid of is to write and create where I live, where I'm from. Because people, you know, as soon as you share something, automatically, who you talking about? Who that about? Like, what, who you talking, you know, so I'm like, well, none of your business, first of all. But like, second of all, you know, like, so it's going through that, you know, it's very hard to create where you're from. I'll just say that. So anybody who has a favorite celebrity, most of the time they don't live where they grew up, if you notice that pattern. So anyhow, so this is just a scene taken from, it's between Grandma Hattie and granddaughter Lena. And Lena has been going through a bunch of different relationships that have just not been panning out for one reason or the other. And so she's come to her grandmother, like you know we do, and we all do to our, you know, our elders and whatnot, for some advice. And this is what happens when Miss Lena comes for a little advice from Nanny Hattie. Well, look at who decided to grace me with their presence. What's the matter, Lena? You look like a lost puppy.
Nanny Hattie, yeah, I'm just so confused. I've been stuck in this toxic relationship. I can't seem to break free from it. And I don't know what to do.
Child, you need to be completely married to your divine purpose. You can't be out here searching desperado for a soulmate. Your soulmate will come when you're ready. But you gotta let go of them soul ties first.
No, Nanny, I know. But it's hard. I keep attracting the wrong kind of men into my life.
That's because you ain't leveled up to attract your soulmate. Stop settling for them nickels when you praying for dimes. You gotta be a queen if you want a king.
You're not lying, Nanny.
I know I ain't lying.
You're absolutely right. I guess I just have to work on myself and my values and the things that I absolutely want without compromising myself.
Exactly, baby girl. Values in the content, not the rapping. Now, are you letting them men in your ear get in your bed? Now, tell me the truth, Lena. You gotta block that access, baby.
I never thought of it that way, man. I've been letting these toxic men bring me down.
Well, that's right. Because you know trauma can have us bonding to people we don't need in our lives. You need to break them soul ties and embrace the love God put into your life. Your granddaddy. Now that's a king.
I hear you, Danny, and you know what? He was. And I really miss him. I'm ready to let this mess that ain't blessing me, I'm ready to let it go so that my soul ties, my soul man can rock.
Hey, that's my girl. Now, when you go on these dates, or should I say, these data collecting events, when queens ask questions, them pimps and them simps, they get a little nervous. Kings appreciate a woman with values and goals in her heart, you know.
Amen, Nanny. I'm done with these clowns wearing crowns. Lord knows I deserve much, much better. I've been settling for less.
You sure have, baby girl, but you know, you gave your body to a man who didn't even deserve a conversation. Satisfied with the basement when you had penthouse dreams. It's time to be wise and focus on your values and your goals. Now, you need a man who lines up with that, not someone who's just a temporary pleasure.
But I've been so focused on the wrong thing. Now I need to shift my mindset. I hear what you're saying and wait for the man to align with my dreams and my values.
All right now, okay, that's right, baby. Now that's where the magic happens. Now you do not want to be unequally yoked together with someone who doesn't see your worth. Now lips, hips, and tips, that can only take you so far, baby. You need more than that to attract a soulmate. It surely helps, but that's just the icing, girl.
Here you go. I've been allowing these traumas and only attracting sharks.
Sharks. Now you're gonna remember that, right? You got it, girl. Now, a man without a woman is just a big bag of potential. Do you hear what I'm saying to you, child? You need a king who appreciates your worth and sees your value as a multiplier in his life. Next time you and your girls are bumping and whining at the club and one walks up, instead of saying talk to the head, you do this one. Bag of potential. Keep walking.
powerful. So powerful. I want to give birth to these dreams. Know that my future soulmate can appreciate and see me. I want a relationship that's based on mutual respect and understanding.
Okay, yeah, that's the way to be, baby doll. Well, don't settle for anything less, okay? Now let's go. You gotta let go of the pain. Let's go there a little bit, okay? The pain that the flesh brings, and focus on building a strong foundation for your soulmate.
I'm ready. Like Nanny, I'm so ready. I'm ready to break free from this cycle and attract the true love that I so desire.
Hey, all right, that's my girl. Now remember, God will bring your soulmate to you when you're ready. You just gotta be available and discerning when he arrives. Souls merge seamlessly when the time is right. But Lena, baby, my dear, a time came in my life when I was to stand before a sea of judgmental faces. I should just basically tell you, when I was invited to speak at this event about what happened to me at camp, is probably one of the main reasons the women in our family just seem to be pulled back, dealing with them bags of potential.
Nanny, you're so brave. Just tell me more.
Well, perhaps. It was the day I turned my scars into stars. My friends were my shield, their love a fortress. Your great-grandfather and your Aunt May were there. Their eyes were pillars of strength. My story poured out, wow, but healing.
Can you tell me more?
Well, the counselor, a man trusted to guide and protect, he began his well-rehearsed tales of empathy. Well, I didn't recognize him at first, but then in a flash, it struck me like lightning, the viper among us. His voice, that haunted my darkest nightmares. I couldn't even, he had a beard, and I was listening, and I'll never forget that voice. It was him.
It was him? The same man?
The very same. He was disguised. I said he had a beard and disguised under false pretenses, but in the conceit that he was our ally. He was invited to speak because he worked at the camp during that time. But this masquerade was shattered by another who was bold and righteous, a community person.
I can't even imagine that moment for you. I'm sorry that happened. Can you please tell me more?
Well, turmoil took the room, and he sought to vanish like smoke. But the righteousness was swifter that day. The iron grip of justice, invited unbeknownst to him, closed around his wrist. They also invited the police that day to speak because, the unit that investigated and closed the camp, he didn't even know they were going to be there. So that arrest, it wasn't just for me, but for all the silent whispers and stifled cries that he muted.
He caused all this hurt.
That cycle of torment, that trail of broken trust, it doesn't belong in our legacy. It belongs in the past, not to be carried on the backs of our future.
We break it here, Nanny, don't we? So that me and all the other girls after me, on the backs of our future, we can have a future. If we break it here, right?
Yeah, precious baby girl, we break it here. We speak, we stand, and we support. And in doing so, we break the chains for good. Your voice, your strength will support others. What do you think?
I think I feel really empowered right now. I think I feel really encouraged right now. You encourage me, honey. You encourage me to stand, to break the chain, to break the cycle.
Now, if I hear you falling for one of them bags of potentials again, I'm gonna kick your ass!
Oh, we're definitely breaking the cycle.
Thank you so much for that, Carol and Nicole Johnson, everyone. Carol Taylor and Nicole Johnson. Thank you. You can find some more information about Tara Taylor and Nicole Johnson over here on our talent board by the front door. We want to encourage everyone to support local artists and businesses. So in front of you, if you've picked up a program, you will have a list of local businesses that made today's event possible. So I encourage you to do so, and also come over here and see Vanessa to get on the open mic schedule. So now I would love to welcome to the stage Julia Tynes.
That was so good.